All right. You guys want to see me mentally juke this guy so hard his brain cells leave his body?
Oh, me?
What about doing the same to this guy?
And me.
Well, stay tuned, because today I'm going to break down these two key moments from a fundamental standpoint. We're going to dissect how I mentally manipulated these two enemies into thinking they're not in an advantageous position, even though they were, and they had the upper hand. Here's the situation. Advance to the Rhine. All of the wannabe World of Tanks players went alleywayed in the west. They got crushed. And now my team is struggling to regain map control. Earlier, I was able to eliminate some enemies pressuring C, which allowed my team to start respawning en masse, hopefully giving us a chance to get some mat back. I repositioned back towards A, behind my favorite rubble pile, and we get into a nice engagement to secure some kills. However, the final opponent, he is staring right at me.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Presumably, he had just seen me wipe out his two pals. I'm waiting for him to start moving, so he becomes unstabilized, and I can pop out and get a quick shot off. My error is I had become so fixated on him that I completely ignored the left flank and subsequently got shot from over there.
Surprise, motherfucker!
As I didn't have any teammates over there. I now have two options. I attempt to return fire with a red gun and probably die, or I pop smoke, press the W key, and see what happens. Roll the clip. We're gonna pop smoke. That dude on the left who shot me the first time just shot me in the same spot and didn't do any more damage. Thankfully, that dude's distracted over there. So we're gonna push in his direction and get out of the line of sight of the guy who just shot us. We have a red barrel, which means our gun either has one shot or none at all because it's gonna misfire. But this guy doesn't know that. And thankfully, he fluffed his shot. So now he's reloading, but he doesn't know we're missing two crew and have a busted gun.
This is bullshit.
So we're gonna push him, making him think that we're ready to shoot him. We're gonna wiggle, and he just whipped his shot. So now that I'm immobilized, and I'm kind of stuck here, I'm gonna start the repair and keep my gun trained on him to continue to give him the impression that I'm ready to shoot. I wanted to test his confidence and see if he'll poke mate, but since he's already fluffed two shots, I'm guessing he wouldn't really want to. Now, if I was him, I'd probably be making this same decision. He's probably anticipating teammates moving up to support him since he hasn't seen any of my teammates to come up and support me. But now my repairs are complete and it's time to stress him out. I'm gonna pop smoke and I'm gonna make an initial movement in reverse so he thinks that I'm trying to escape. And then once the smoke fully envelops his position, I'm gonna drive forward to catch him off guard and hopefully force a bad shot, which he does. He does bounce off me, and now his reload time gives me a few extra seconds to line up a blind shot the best I can. Although I had the extra time to aim my shot, I couldn't see him because he started reversing, which was a good play. But I kind of just kept my reticle near where I thought his gun was, so when I saw his muzzle flash from his shot, I just pulled the trigger as my reticle was just to the right of it from my point of view, meaning that was where his gunner was. It was helpful that we could see his exhaust plume. It was a nice reference point. So despite my missing crew, the fact that he has to replace his gunner will allow my slowed reload time to complete before his new gunner's up, allowing us to shoot him again, but it's not needed, as my teammate gets him in the flank because as he was reversing, he exposed himself from out behind the building. So even though our tank was in a super bad situation, but by advancing towards that IS, it presented to him that we were still fully combat capable, forcing him to either make a decision by continuing to push me and probably win, but since he doesn't know how critically damaged I am, he chooses to play it safe and try and deflect the shot from me, granting me that time to actually fix my tank. And then using those smoke grenades to my advantage, we're able to put that stress on him because presumably once that smoke grenade goes off and once he hears my W key, like he hears my engine rev up, he starts to panic because now I'm charging him. And with that stress, he makes an inaccurate shot, allowing me a couple extra seconds to make sure I have a good shot, and then we're able to take him out with the help of our teammate. Okay, enter customer number 2. We got a Russian engine right in front of us, T-34. He wins the click battle. I'm pretty sure I clicked, but that's all right. We're down to 2 crew. We have no gunner. We pop smoke. Now this part's very important. After the smoke, I drive forward because generally people mostly drive backwards once they pop smoke, and you can see his shell miss me entirely over the back deck of my tank.
Got him!
Because he thought I was reversing. If I had indeed reversed, this is a good chance that this shell probably hits me and kills me. He starts reversing, we get our gunner back, and thankfully, because we didn't shoot initially, we didn't have to reload. The important note to make here is the T-34, after his initial shot on the X-ray cam, could see that my gunner was killed. So we knew I couldn't shoot, but because I popped the smoke and rushed him, he panicked. Because normal behavior is to retreat after smoke. So during his panic, he forgot that he had time to aim. He made a bad shot, giving me the time I needed to replace my gunner. So I will admit there was a little bit of luck there, because I distinctly remember clicking my mouse and getting very upset that he clicked first. But in hindsight, that actually helped us, that we didn't actually have to reload the gun after the crew member got replaced. So we were able to shoot initially, because if we had to reload the gun as well, that T-34 would have reloaded a third time and probably finished us off. But nonetheless, using the smoke, forcing an errant shot, buying us that extra time for our gunner to get replaced, and we're able to secure the kill on the T-34-85. But now the enemy team is on their heels. My team taking map control. This is looking like a really good game for us. We're able to go on and we're able to get a Pershing kill through a nice little crack in the wall there, or more like an archway or whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, that brought us with 78 points away from a nuke, which we were unable to get as the enemy team basically capitulated and we won the game. That T-34-85 play happened about 30 seconds after the IS-1 play, and my heart after those two was absolutely pounding. And I'm not gonna lie, I did get a lot of luck with surviving some shots, but I maximized the luck that I received by taking out 2 enemy tanks, which allowed us to just launch onto their side of the map. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I've done full match games before, but I've never analyzed like specific engagements in a match. If this is something you're interested in, consider hitting that subscribe button and let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button. One final thing to note, you guys probably did notice that I was uploading some sort of Let's Play content with some other games that I played to the channel. The algorithm didn't really like that very much, so I created a second channel for that kind of content. This channel is going to remain purely War Thunder. If you feel obliged to continue to support me and my other channel, if you head over there and hit that sub button, I'd really appreciate it. If that content is not your cup of tea, I totally understand and will always appreciate your support no matter where you put it. I appreciate you guys always for helping the channels out. Stay tuned, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.